Lovely, jubbly, just tricked you there. Seven. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the front car phone. And it's kind of heavy, especially when I'm out. Yes. Oh, Jesus. Good evening, people. Right, okay. This takes me back to my war days during the war. Right, it's called Diamond Cider anyway. It's coming in at 7.5% ABV. It's a medium sweet, crisp and refreshing premium apple cider. I wouldn't be too sure, but yeah.
No, I'm not too sure.
Diamond White. It says Diamond White on the back, you see. I've missed that name. I used to love them. Seriously. But I'm talking of 30 years ago.
Yeah, this is going
You
back.
weren't drinking them 30 years ago.
Way back for me as well. No, not quite 30 years.
About
I'm not
29. Oh, I knew that was coming. Anyway, please, Diamond White Premium Cider has grown from a small seed sown in Somerset, expertly crafted with over 100 years of cider making knowledge. Each can contains a medium sweet juice of fine dessert apples and is triple filtered for a pure cider and a clean and refreshing taste. Our vegan friendly cider pairs perfectly with a large variety of cuisine. Jesus, paint stripper and curry. Uses no artificial flavours and contains fewer calories than many other alcoholic beverages. Yeah, poisons you. Right, we recommend consuming chilled or over ice for the most enjoyable serve. That's a good write up for something so old. I didn't know this even existed until we saw it in B&M's, wasn't it? Was it B&M's? Yeah.
The can design was different back in the day, but I used to drink this when I was about 15, 16 years old.
It was a few years ago.
It was strong and a couple of cans would do the job.
Well, when I used to drink this, the pubs used to close. And we used to buy 12 bottles or 24 bottles of Diamond White, and I grew up in Windsor. I used to sit outside Windsor Castle on the benches waiting for the pubs to open. Because the pub used to close at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and you had to wait till 7. And we never made it back to the pub, very rare. It was like, oh dear. Some memories, some good, some bad. Most I can't remember. A lot of my 17 to 18 years old drinking this with a few people in Windsor, and yeah, the tourists always used to come taking pictures of you. And you're like, hey, I'm famous. They're like, pisshead. This is how not to behave. But yeah, it's interesting. And this, you know, this, if it weren't for something like YouTube, I would never have picked this up. No. But because of YouTube, it's opened up all these things. My simple little brain says, aha, that's a video.
Yeah, and not all my recollections of this one is good. I think I've been quite sick on it at times, that along with Mad Dog 2020.
She means she beat a few blokes up when she was younger. I mean, how did you break your hand that time? Before I met you?
Now.
Right, I'll let you show them. Diamond White is back in the building.
There we go. So there's your can.
And it was Diamond Blush, as someone stated earlier, in Perfect Draft Cake Tips for the women. Look at that. Plenty of carbonation.
Yeah, that's very carbonated. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay. This is nostalgic. Is that the word?
Yes, nostalgic is.
Because she's always correcting my English, especially on video. She likes doing that. I'll stand out the way. Actually, shall I be on there? Because it is Diamond White, isn't it? I think so.
There we go.
Yeah, lovely jubbly. So, go on the nose.
I was going to say, don't you want to go first? I'm not even sure I want to smell it. Oh, yeah, okay.
What do you mean, okay? That's not. You're supposed to be a connoisseur. Oh, yeah. It smells of rotten apples.
It does indeed.
Ooh.
Go on, after you.
Well, it should be age before beauty.
Yeah, well, there you go. You'll definitely go first then.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, this does take me back now. Oh, right. Do you know what? It wasn't as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting to literally want to spit it out, but I couldn't because I'm on camera. It's got I don't know if it's the can, and I don't know if it's me, but it's got a halfway nice taste, considering what it is, but it's got a twang.
It's not as sweet as I was expecting it to be. I thought it was going to be sweeter.
It's quite smooth. Not quite as smooth as I say.
It's more of a dry cider, and they're saying it's medium sweet. Not particularly sweet.
It's got a little bit of sweetness, definitely.
Not as awful as I was expecting. I expected that really harsh kind of alcohol taste that not even artificial apple taste could cover. But no, it's not as bad as I thought.
It just doesn't taste a bit like the tin.
Yeah.
You think of the bottles, it tastes metallic-y.
It does taste a bit
as it goes through.
Yeah, I would agree with
but
that.
I'll tell you what, that ain't that outright bad at all. I think that was £3.50 for 4 cans. You know, you get yourself an 8-pack, £7, and you're done for.
I think they used to cost about 50p a can back in the day.
It was a bottle, it wasn't a can.
No, I always had cans.
Well, that was after my day, you see.
Because there was only one little corner shop that served me.
And she was only about 2 foot when she was 15.
I'm tiny, I'm really short.
She was 2'3" when she was 15 years old.
I've always been a little bit
Annoying.
challenged.
I know.
And so getting served in other shops was just a no-go, but this particular shop would always serve me. And yeah, it was always in the can.
See? That's a difference, you see. That's 7 years difference between us that you make a mockery.
7 years is a little bit more than that.
Oh no, sorry, 8 years, Nelly. When you make it like it's 15 years or 20 years, but we won't go into that. But it's not that bad.
On the whole.
That is not that is not offensive at all.
It is nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be.
There's just that.
It has got a kind of tinny, metallic-y aftertaste to it.
Yeah.
But if you are a cider drinker and you want something cheap and cheerful, I don't think you can actually go wrong with this. It's
7.5.
It's not disgusting, and yeah, at 7.5 it's going to do the job. So
it packs a punch, that's for sure. And it's, you know, it's like we said, we're doing some different things. We was asked to do some ciders, so
it's very, very gassy. It's there's a lot of carbonation going on in there.
But yeah, but the carbonation don't spoil it, does it? On your mouthfeel, that's quite good. Tell you what, I was absolutely dreading this. We got 4 cans of it, and I thought, it's the only way. Oh God, making me burp.
That's why it's quite gassy.
Heartburn, people. Oh dear, I need the pills in a minute. But no, it's
Gaviscon,
yeah. It's when you fart later, isn't it?
Oh, for goodness sake. That's taking it a step too far.
Yeah, I know. She does it and blames the dog. Because there's 3 dogs, you see, and she says, that dog's in a bad way. And you're like, it took me ages to realise, you know. Because when she weren't there laid on the settee with me, the dog never farted.
Those dogs absolutely pen and ink.
Oh, they don't.
Well, the German Shepherd and the Pugdy, the Rottweiler's not so bad. But yeah, getting back to the beer, this is really going off on a not very nice tangent. Cider rather, not beer. Yep. Okay, so what did you work it out? It was per can?
About 80p.
There you go. 80p. You fancy a drink? You like a cider?
Tastes a lot better than special brew or something.
Yeah, it's better than special brew. No, you can't really go wrong, can you?
Yeah, no, what I say. It's one that there's 3 cans left here. They'll remain here till someone comes around that's brave enough to try one.
Yeah, I just thought so.
Let's be honest, but it's not offensive, as I said earlier, and it
wasn't totally disgusting like I expected it to be.
There's so much beer here, it's unreal. In my younger days, or even in my days now, if I'm sat here and I've run out of beer and I'm listening to Kanye, Robbie, whoever, that's irrelevant, and I'm getting into the music, I'd pour one of them again.
Yeah, I think actually it's drinkable.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've tried
amazed.
things before that have been a lot more expensive and they've actually been quite vile. This isn't.
Yeah,
It's not
no.
offensive at all. So I'm going to have to give it a yes.
No, no.
It's a yes because of the price. It's a yes because...
Because it takes me back to the days before, you know, I was in the Cronenberg crew in them days.
Oh, I wasn't a beer drinker at all.
I was in the Cronenberg crew, and it's like, you used to sit there at night and like, you'd be on the Cronenberg. After a few Diamond White sometimes, you got that in the pubs a little bit, but not all the time.
No, I drink lager in the pubs.
But it was damned expensive if you got the little bottle in the pub, from what I recall. I mean, I remember I'm going back 32 years.
Yeah, I think that's why I used to drink lager in the pubs. Once I got to 18, obviously, and I could get served. Because it was just cheaper.
Cronenberg still gets your
I
books.
can't actually remember what was on draft in the pubs that I used to go to back when I was first drinking. You just asked for a lager and you got whatever was on tap.
You don't change, have you? She does that now. How many years on? No, shh. We got a 1979 beer, so there's a hint.
Yeah.
So there you go. Right. Okay. So we're on a yes here.
We're going to go on a yes, and I'm going to give it a 6.
Yeah, I think a 6 is fair. But it's really not that bad, is it?
I was expecting a lot worse. So
Sounds
yeah.
like I thought it was paint stripper. I'm never going to be able to drink this. Like 30 years on.
So there we go.
Do you know what? The more of it I get,
You're getting a taste for it.
you're starting to get the taste here. I'm thinking like, hold on a minute. The first sip I was like, whoa, I'm not sure. Second one, do you know what? Yeah. I'll tell you what, if I drank the 4, it'd be 10 out of 10 by the end of it, wouldn't it?
I think
Right.
probably pretty
Okay, I'm sure we've gone on enough, haven't we?
Okay.
We're both on a yes. We're on a 6. Maybe a little bit higher. If I did this review later, I can kind of, you know, can feel the vibe coming on there and that. Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
I know, never thought I'd say that. I'll probably lose subscribers for this.
Yeah, probably.
Right, thanks for watching. Do like, share, comment. Take care.
Thanks for watching.